were false prophets also amongst the people, even as there shall be false teachers amongst you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying that I denied that bought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. Now if you listen to them, they will tell you anything.
They took the shackles off our feet and placed it on our brain.
And if you buy it from them, they will sell you anything.
I plead the blood, it set me free, and it broke them chains.
See, if you listen to them, they will tell you anything.
They took the shackles off our feet and placed it on our brain.
And if you buy it from them, they will sell you anything.
I plead the blood, it set me free, and it broke them chains.
I can't fall for no okie doker, puff from no dragon smoke. This salvation is no joke. We all hang from thin ropes. I just hope that my point not lost while trying to get my point across. Either jump ball or quarter toss. We all fourth quarter buzzer beaters in the world faster than endangered cheaters. Now tell me, can you keep up? Mount Zion used to be the Ataman where the most high kick his feet up. Sometime I'm like King Josiah, shedding tears for my Messiah. Liar, liar, time expired. Liar, liar, soul on fire. I study Moses, prophets, and apostles. So I follow Torah, Tanakh, and the Gospels. I study Moses, prophets, and apostles. So I follow Torah, Tanakh, and the Gospels. So be it. I study Moses, prophets, and apostles. So I follow Torah, Tanakh, and the Gospels. I study Moses, prophets, and apostles. So I follow Torah, Tanakh, and the Gospels. So be it. Now if you listen to them, they will tell you anything.
They took the shackles off our feet and placed it on our brain.
And if you buy it from them, they will sell you anything.
I plead the blood, it set me free, and it broke them chains.
See, if you listen to them, they will tell you anything.
They took the shackles off our feet and placed it on our brain.
And if you buy it from them, they will sell you anything.
I plead the blood, it set me free, and it broke them chains.
Never thought that my DNA revealed that I'm a Hebrew. Never thought that my DNA revealed that I'm a real Jew. So I'm kingdom tunnel vision with these demons in my rear view. We all stuck in this matrix. Some know it but won't face it. Sacred time, I won't waste it. Seeking victory and I taste it. Life is a kingdom marathon. Find your pace and keep your pace up. We all fourth quarter buzzer beaters. Now tell me, can you keep up? Mount Zion used to be the Ataman where the most high kick his feet up. Sometime I'm like King Josiah, crying out for my Messiah. Liar, liar, time expired. Liar, liar, soul on fire. I study Moses, prophets, and apostles. So I follow Torah, Tanakh, and the Gospels. I study Moses, prophets, and apostles. So I follow Torah, Tanakh, and the Gospels. So be it. It's just like fire, shut up in I bones. Once the Messiah start moving, him won't leave I alone. Have I shining like full body armor of chrome. And he forever reigns on I King, on I Dome. Hallelujah. 2 Peter, chapter 2, verse.
Yo, man, shouts out to Grand Mister on that, man. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Grand Mister, man. You know what I'm saying? That song called Anything, you know what I'm saying? Fresh track, you know what I'm saying? Not released right now. So y'all got the exclusive right here on Hebrew Anonymous, you know what I mean? But yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to the fans of the show. Definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode of Hebrew Anonymous. You know what I mean? We got a good one right here. You know what I'm saying? I titled it, you know what I mean? I married a controlling Christian woman that also cheated on me. You know what I mean? So this going to be a crazy story. And, you know what I'm saying? Also want to put the disclaimer out there. You know what I mean? Even though these stories reflect real life, the guests that come on the show, these stories may or may not be true. You know what I mean? So don't say we slandering. And don't try to use this show to get niggas indicted. So with that, I want to introduce the guest right here. What's going on up? You got to unmute.
What's up, Akeem? Yep.
Khan, I hear you. Hear you real good, con. But yeah, man. So you know what I'm saying? So we finally got you on Hebrew Anonymous, man. I appreciate you for, you know what I'm saying, definitely appreciate you for coming on the show. And you know what I'm saying? I thought it was real important to get your story out there because a lot of brothers go through the same thing that you don't went through. You know what I'm saying? Like this story is like very detailed. So you know what I'm saying? I like to start from the beginning though, you know, because the title say that you married a controlling Christian woman, but before you was married to her, you want to get into the beginning part of that.
Yeah, yeah. The beginning part of it, it came from really my foundation of like I started in Christianity, and family in Christianity, raised in Christianity, like that was the root of me at one point in time, and I had to tear those roots up and like rebuild my foundation and stuff, but because I didn't do it properly, I still had some of that in me. So that's what I looked into, like a Christian woman, because I didn't build properly, things come about with that, so I'm like, as a man, I made some decisions. So that's that foundation really like what needed to be set right, like inside there
Uh,
before you go forth.
right, con. So I think what I was more so trying to get into was you was married to a sister before you got with the sister that we talking about, right?
That's true. That's true.
Right. Yeah, yeah. So I was just trying to kind of trying to start there because a lot of brothers get into that situation where they marry and they're unhappy and you know what I'm saying, I don't know exactly what happened yet, but I'm sure you'll probably get into it. But being in that type of marriage where the woman not showing you no attention or she stopped doing what she was doing to keep you, you know what I'm saying, totally about her. I guess my question was, were you a Christian at that time or was you in the truth while you was married to her?
Um, at that time, I claimed Christianity because that's all I seen at the time, but I was still keeping like Shabbat, like Sabbath and feast days because I thought Christian was it.
Okay. Okay. So you was a Christian, but like, know what I'm saying? But like, was you like kind of dabbling into being a Hebrew Israelite at the same time?
I actually claimed Hebrew Israelite. I claimed it, but because I was like, I found out Christian was Nazarene and not really Christianity. Going into the study. So I was like going to the greater foundation of everything, and that's why I was yeah, I wasn't just dabbling in it, but the part is, to the best of my knowledge, I proceeded like within what I seen as righteousness.
Okay. Okay. All right. So what started happening in your first marriage that kind of, you know what I'm saying, made y'all kind of like you know what I'm saying, well, not made y'all, but kind of made you start to entertain another sister.
Oh man, my first marriage, I was like I was 18, I got married. I was young, and she wasn't ready. We didn't have like the proper training or anything like what like about marriage. I come from the street, and like we came from the street together, just about, and eventually like got into the truth, and then started like I started getting to the truth of what I had, and
Hmm.
yeah, like stuff what she was doing in the first marriage, like she did some real wicked things. Some things, man, I'm like, I'm gonna go and say it. Like she just did like she did some wicked things because like she wanted to keep smoking weed, want to keep doing certain things. I'm like, like at the time I was like that was wrong. That's what we shouldn't do. I was trying to be like right in that manner. And, she wasn't on like the same course with me. With a lot of things, I felt like that was pure at the time, and she fought me about it like real hard. And the spirit more than like this naturally because the way she handled situations, how the feeling that was left afterwards. She stabbed my finger. She ended up like she was spitting my oatmeal, and I couldn't trust her no more. Trustworthy. She wasn't trustworthy no more. And then she had some things with her like some indications like that she'll go out on me because she just one time just left. Just went to her brother's house talking to another guy. But as I've been not trustworthy, I was like, she lied too. This I
Okay.
couldn't. This, yeah.
So y'all relationship started getting toxic. It started getting abusive on her end or both y'all end. Like she kind of led you to actually defending yourself to her.
Abusive. I'm be like straight up with you. Like, nah, I wouldn't say like me abusive. No. Um, me just like I did things that some women would probably wouldn't like. Not some women would like her specifically. I'm gonna say not some. I'm gonna say that she wouldn't like. You know, she didn't like some things I did. And, you know, in the ways that I dealt with certain things, and like she didn't like the way I dealt with it. So it's like she was like trying to force me in a certain manner. You know, just as a second one in the manner too. So that's two bad decisions. But hey, it is what it is. We gotta go forward.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So like while that's going on and everything, so now you meet this other sister. So you know what I'm saying? So like how did y'all start talking and everything?
We started talking. I'm gonna be real with you. I met her on this live link thing. I was up one night after getting off work, and I just called in, you know, just listening, and I heard her. I think she requested me. Matter of fact, because you know we started talking. Like she sent me a message, and we started talking. You know, she came off like she was like righteous, and you know she was like moving correct with things, you know, like to the manner that I seen at the time. She even was like she agreed with the Shabbat at that time. You know, so
Mm,
I was like, okay, we can grow. So I started moving
okay.
forward with talking to her.
So she was giving you that energy that you stopped getting from, you know what I'm saying, your wife at the time, right? She came in,
Yes,
you
she
know.
does.
All right, okay, okay, Salaki, I got a question on that, right? So as you talking to the new sister, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, like, did you let her know out the gate that you was married,
Mm.
or did you kind of
No,
hide it until it was too late?
I didn't let her know, and that's real with it. I didn't let her know. Um, I eventually let her know, like when it got real, like, before it got real serious. You know, I was waiting for the right time, like I like you to get to know me instead of my situation first.
Okay, Salaki, I gotta ask this as a brother. You know what I mean? Like, like, did you let her know after y'all had sex or before y'all had sex?
Um, mm. So yeah, that was after. That's real. That's real. It was after I first.
God,
You're
I
right like that.
understand,
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
I understand. So after y'all had sex, right? Um, like mentally, you already knew that you was a Hebrew Israelite, and did you believe that sex was marriage?
No.
Before you started talking to her.
Nah, I wasn't that far yet.
Okay,
Yeah.
understand.
I
Okay.
was moving
Uh,
wickedly too. My heart done went to a wicked way. I turned away at that time. Yeah, I was
okay,
moving wicked.
yeah.
I was letting lust lead me, and that's why I was falling that way then.
Yeah, okay. So, the time that you said that she had messaged you, and then y'all started talking, getting to know each other. My question with that is, was she married at the time, or was she like, what's going on with that?
I eventually found out she was married.
So she was creeping on the low too.
Yeah, real stuff. Yeah, yeah. That's what it was.
Mm,
Yeah,
God,
tight, tight.
damn. Okay, so all right. So, do you have any kids with the first wife?
No kids with the first wife.
Okay.
But yeah, I did get a kid like after I left her and got separated. That's what they call separated at the time, which is still divorce. But yeah, I end up, to me, my understanding, you know, I end up getting a child in between going to that the other woman. So I was a little busy, man.
Okay. Okay. So all right. So now the second girl, right? So how'd you find out that she had a husband?
Her father told me.
Oh, okay. So she straight up got a relationship with her husband, and she got a relationship with you at the same time.
So her husband, she left for her husband that went to back to her father's house. and her father ended up taking her in and for a little while with a kid she had, and she was she was staying with him. And I was going by, I drove by, started talking to the father, talking to her, and she was in the house or doing something else at the time, and he came out to the truck, started talking to me and stuff, and let me know like that what I was really getting into, like on some respect.
Damn. Okay. Damn. Salute to that brother, because
That's for real though.
man. All right. Okay. So now we definitely getting somewhere. I guess my question with that. All right. So now it comes to a point um where you gotta confront her. So do you do it right then and there, or do you just got all this shit going on in your head? You're like, man, like what the fuck I get myself into? You know what I'm saying? So like take me
Man,
to the point where y'all finally had that conversation where you told her that you married, she told you that she you know what I'm saying, she married.
man, hey, I like the foundation of this is like really messed up with me and her. I'm like on some real stuff. She it was like I didn't get bothered when he told me, and when we came and sat down about that to talk about that type of thing, she was like she was real. She was like open, cool, but I was already open already by her, like her appeal and everything. Like I was gone, like really, like I was really gone about everything. Like we didn't have like real deep heart to heart conversations, and so much stuff didn't happen at the time. Like I'll take on whatever. That's how I was with it. I'm like, I'm gonna be straight up with you from here. We're gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I moved like that, according to the teachings I had at the time.
Yeah. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a lesson to these fathers out here, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you got a
Right.
daughter, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be real with your daughters, you know what I'm saying? You gotta give them that tough love, you know what I'm saying? You gotta tell these, you know what I'm saying? You gotta tell your daughters no when you chill with them, cause, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? You gotta tell these daughters no when you chill with them, cause if not, you know what I'm saying? Like, we the ones that gotta deal with them at the end of that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all raising these, you know what I'm saying, these daughters that we can't say no to because the first man supposed to say no to them was y'all, you know? You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't right for her to, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I got a husband and she able to come back to her father or mother house and shit like that. You know, the father's supposed to say no to that. You know what I'm saying? That's your man. Deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever was going on, they're supposed to deal with that. You know what I mean?
And he did say no. He told her she had to leave. She had to leave if she can keep talking. That's why I ended up taking her on because she
Oh,
was like
okay.
she
So
didn't want to keep
yeah.
talking to me.
Okay.
He
Yeah.
said no to
Okay.
that, but it was probably things before that I don't know. I wasn't there for like but afterwards he did say that like straight out, like let me know, like let her know like nah, like you gonna keep talking to this man, you got a husband, I can't do that. He was Christian, that's what time he
Hmm.
was on with, but I feel like I feel like like kicking her out. I'm like, nah, I think it should be a grace period of time. You gotta also respect all rules and laws that exist. Like if you're gonna go forth like that and be like she got to go right now if she gonna make this decision. I'm like, nah, listen, I'm gonna give you 30 days. Like, look, think of like
Yeah.
you gonna have to if you make this decision, you can get out. But like it was like right then and right there. So I took on her, the kids, and everything, and like instantly, like y'all all come with me.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So now, all right. All right. So now she know you married. You know what I'm saying. All right. All right. All right. So now, you know what I'm saying. Like everything that was the skeletons is out the closet now. So like take, you know what I'm saying. So now, bring us up to the point where you talk to your current wife and be like, hey, I cheated on you, and then she want the divorce, or you divorced her. Take me to that point.
And I'm gonna tell you, it's a gap. It's a huge gap right here. I ain't see my wife or even talk to my wife in probably like about 9, 10 years of time I met that girl. I ain't see her talk to her. She ended up on cocaine and
Oh.
drugs and out in the
Oh.
street doing
Okay.
crazy things.
Okay.
So like
So the
it
yeah,
was
so
like
so yeah, y'all marriage was done. Y'all relationship was done anyway.
yeah, it wasn't like no we done dealt with all that stuff like in the beginning, like, and it was fast too. Like I was probably married with her for like a year, really. It wasn't like no deep relationship or no building on marriage terms anyway. Like yeah,
Hmm.
it was not involved. I just held on with a paperwork situation. according to the law. I held on to that for a while because like I was trying to serve her at one time. She didn't have like it was hard. It was like it was a little fight trying to get her to really get her to go through the participate with me. So I stopped fighting at one point in time and just started living.
Yeah,
Until
that's
I
the
had
thing,
right
you
my
know what I'm
nigga.
saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like women, you know what I'm saying? All right, you know what I'm saying? So say you get into an argument with your wife and then you say, you know what I'm saying, whatever going on, that but the words come out your mouth, fine, divorce me. You know what I'm saying? Once that word come out your mouth and they buck back, okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying, send me the papers, then they run from the papers. You know what I mean? You can't find them. If they got the kids, you can't see the kids. And all that shit start to happen when it's time to, nigga, I'm trying to divorce you. I'm trying to give you the papers. You running from the papers. You know what I mean? So I know exactly what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't give the address up. You gotta hire a fucking secret detective, or you gotta go on public records to find the address to serve them and shit like that.
It was harder than that. When a woman in the street and she on drugs, you ain't just gonna find her like that. It's like you can use the government, whatever. Like, listen, like unless you talking about giving her a 20 for some hard, it's like you ain't gonna
hmm
just she might pop
Yeah,
out there, she might
kind
peep up then.
of.
It's like that though.
Yeah, kind. Okay, so you know what I'm saying. So now you and the new sister, you know what I'm saying, y'all rocking and rolling, the relationship good. Y'all eventually get married. So let us know how y'all relationship was, as far
So
as
I
like
gotta
everything rocking and rolling.
I gotta tell you this right here with the old one though. So
hmm
how I got a divorce from her is I'm gonna keep it real with you. I told her, and this is anonymous, so I don't mind saying anyway. It's like she can't come back and be like, I got you. And like prove it to me.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
Hey look,
Hey, I'm a
some real
nobody.
stuff.
She ain't gonna find this. I'm a no. Don't nobody watch my shit. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out
Yeah,
to
they
my
did.
what 4 subscribers out here. You know what I mean?
Ah, it's gonna be seen and heard, trust me. Yeah.
Yeah.
You had like 300
God.
viewers on it. Nah,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's all right. Yeah, it's great though. But like real stuff is she she really like I had a player. Like I told her I was gonna give her like me and the girl we was like we agreed to let her know, hey look, we're gonna give you 900 and I think like $980 something dollars or not 80 something, 989. I said we was like 989, like we just put it some like being subliminal about it. But like with the end of it, after we got divorced, and the divorce was finalized to send her the rest of the money that we owed her, it was like we sent her that like $9.80 something cent, like like
Oh,
that, because we kind of like tricked it up.
wait. You talking about you and the girl that you? Well, then Salaka. So you telling me you and the new wife to be, or the new wife that you was going to marry, like y'all came up with that scheme to like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
the trick
You
her,
know what I'm saying? Yeah, to basically pay her to divorce you.
pay to participate, like in paperwork. Yeah, because
Damn.
like yeah, she was looking for like $900, and we went on Cash App. We sent like the exact amount, the exact numbers, and okay, we said the exact numbers from the beginning, really. But we knew how she was gonna take it. So,
Mm-hmm.
but then it was like we sent actually the $9 that we actually put like in the beginning, really, like it was $9.80 something cents, and like that's what it was. She looked for 900,
Right,
and
right,
she's like, all
right.
right, we want
Con,
money. Like I should have to pay you for
con.
this. Like, nah, it's been 10
Yeah,
years.
God, man, yeah, I like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, salute to you know what I'm saying? You just gave some brothers some game, but you know what I'm saying? I could probably give you some game too. Like, you know what I mean? You could have just put it in the newspaper. You know what I mean? You ain't had to pay her nothing. You should get, you know what I'm saying? It'll be a legal divorce through the newspaper. I found that out
I
late
heard
too,
about that.
in my situation.
I heard about that. But you know what I needed though? What I needed was to make it like I was trying to do the 3 month thing. So what I needed, because we already had like certain things set up, and like we had the company
Mm-hmm.
going, things going on. So what I needed was for her to participate in like in getting served and being found and like giving your information, like so they can really go hand you the paperwork And like, but we can make it more faster. So it would be a 45-day process, and the divorce would be final. That's it. I could be done pay the lawyers and everything. So yeah, we was like, yeah, I was like,
yo, Cinderella crazy. She said, "What in Murray Jerry Springer going on?" You know what I mean? Come on, sis.
it's real. It should have been a sit
Yeah,
down though, shouldn't it?
yeah. Nah, I mean, but you showed me that you about handling business. You know what I mean? Like I'm saying, like whatever's on your heart, you gonna chase it and do it. So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? So like now we at the point. All right, man. So you got a sister, man. You know what I mean? Let's get to her. So she's your ride or die. Clearly, you know what I'm saying? She helped you come up with schemes to get the other sister served. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure she a solid sister, holding you down, you holding her down. You said you took her kids in, forming that relationship, that bond. You let her know everything is gonna be okay, messing with me because you took on her kids, but you know what I'm saying? And now you done came into the truth. So tell me when you started coming into the truth while she was still a Christian. Because it's you know what I'm
Um,
saying? Like, go ahead, Salah.
we
Like you able to have that
always debated.
relationship, but it's gonna be conflicting because a woman just, you know what I'm saying, they just can't, you know what I'm saying, bend for you, for the most high. Certain stuff they just go and keep no matter what you read to them. So like, you know what I'm saying? Let's kind of get into that part. As far as like you came into the truth and now you're trying to, you know, build a new foundation in the household since it already started off like any typical Christian relationship. Hey, I'm cheating on my man, I'm cheating on my girl for you. Hey, let's be monogamous. Let's leave them so we could be together. You know what I'm saying? Christianity shit. Now we together. So now you trying to change
Sure.
how it started because you done came into the truth.
Yeah, yeah. This right here is like I always told her this right here. I was like, if I can prove it, I'll walk in it. I'm like, if I can't prove it, I gotta let it go. So that's something I laid on my heart, and that's what I tell like everybody I really deal with. Like, and that's how we move accordingly. But everybody can't really grip onto that when like you see a truth, and they see it, but then they like because of tradition and what's built in the heart, and they see other people, they're not willing to mold to what's righteous. And like when they see something that's actually like that's solid, that's actually different, that's solid. She wasn't willing to mold when she seen that. I was like, I gotta go forth. I'm like, so look, I can't just keep sitting here. Like, I'm willing to walk with you through it. But I'm like, honestly, some things I listen, we gotta drop it. And then when you start pulling that card, like, hey, look, I'm the head of the house. This is what we gotta do. It's time to let it go.
Mm.
Now the
Mm-hmm.
woman sitting here like,
Calm.
yeah, you the head of the house, but look, listen, I'm like, work out your own soul salvation. I do this and that. I'm like, now here come the rebellion inside of the home. When you trying to get like to the next level inside things, like, now we gonna stay here and rest inside this. It's nonsense. And she wasn't like, it's been going back and forth. Like, then sometimes you be like, you know what, let me be patient, let me love her properly. Let me be here for her, like, even though that she's feeling like that. And trying to really come forward and righteous and hold on, like even though she did unbelieving, let me keep, even though you start moving on to greater. But then she start throwing monkey wrenches in there, like you can't keep a Shabbat if the whole house ain't keeping a Shabbat because it's you, your ox, your donkey, your manservant, and she coming to that. I was like, so then she was trying to say like I'm still in sin. Like things like that start coming about. Like came back, and it came about hard because she was like she was a New Yorker and she was aggressive. And when you was different, things went different with her. That's like you ain't like do what she say do. Eventually, it came to like great warfare within the home. Like she caused like situations to be like, and that's how hard she was holding on to Christianity, and because like she spoke in tongues, and her grandma's a minister,
Oh
and her family
wow.
member, yeah, all that stuff. I'm like, she was doing all that stuff, so she was like, the pastor sound real great. Then like, it's like she couldn't break. Like she couldn't break, but I know she's seen the truth because I seen like the level of her understanding with other things that showed me around. Hey, look, you can do math real well. You hear what I'm saying? So I
Mm-hmm.
understood, that she could see the truth, but she chose the way she went, and she tried to like blind things, a couple things in her heart. And when you slowly in love try to show them that, I'm like, look, and then like, when it become a great burden and you hold on for some time, like eventually you try to cross war with the kids and you and the kids, because of you different than her. And then I got like many abilities, like I got a lot of abilities. And she was like, she didn't respect the ability because I wasn't inside of the truth that she considered like this is the real truth. But you saying what you doing ain't true. You a pagan, and you said the most high divorce is real. So I'm like, I'm talking about war in the house, but she's logical too. She's logical in her own state, like coming logical, but like she's not really logical. Like she's like she have like a perception that like somebody with the gift of gab can come with, like the real gift of gab. Like,
yeah, that's how them New Yorkers are. Yep.
Yeah, she's like mentally like it's like stimulant with like information, but it's not coming from righteousness, the right spirit within. I was like, and trying to explain that to her and still loving her through the process. Hey, look, after like 2 years, you're like, man, this is a burden. Let aside every weight and burden, do it so beset me. I said, I can't keep moving forth. I'm like, I'm holding a whole, like a bogo on my back with this. I'm like, what is this? I'm like, listen, I'm like, I got to do something. But still going forth to where like she ended up getting some dogs in the house and we ended up having a baby and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm still going. I'm like, man, it's a lot that went on. It done got, the story get deep. It done got demonic.
All right, so let's back it up a little bit. Because you covered a lot, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm here for you. I ain't the pastor that's going to tell you to pray about it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm your brother. I'm an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? If you're going through this, then I'm going through this. You know what I mean? Like them women, you know what I'm saying? Genesis 11:7. It say, go to, let us go down and there confound their language. You know what I'm saying? That's talking about, you know what I'm saying, she up here speaking in tongues. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could just imagine a Christian woman when y'all arguing, you know what I mean? She want to get loud, and she starts fucking speaking in tongues. You know what I mean? Genesis 11:7, go to, let us go down and there confound their language. You know what I'm saying? You got to confound that language, which it seemed like you definitely did. And I know how it could be with a Christian woman getting loud from New York with that smart damn mouth. You know what I mean? That they may not understand one another's speech. Christian women, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Whenever you're speaking in tongues, that's just speaking another language that's, you know what I'm saying, whether it's Spanish or it's Hebrew, you know what I'm saying, or, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, like whatever language, but it's not, you know what I'm saying, bibbity, bobbity, bobbity, whatever, getting all loud so you could just be screaming at your husband when y'all arguing. That's not speaking in tongues or going to the church, you know what I'm saying. LGBT making their own speaking in tongues language. That's not speaking in tongues that they be doing up in there. So Salakia for that. I just wanted to bring that out real quick on that. You know what I'm saying? This is not a class where I need to bring out more scriptures about the, you know what I'm saying, the tongue of Babel and all that. But Salakia, but yeah, you also, but I wanted to get this question right here from Micaiah. She said, did your wife believe in the order of man leading the woman? Because she did bring that up. She was like, you know what I'm saying, or you bring it up, whereas though you like, yo, the man's supposed to lead the household. So did she believe that? Because even a Christian should at least believe that, which we know they don't follow the Bible.
It's something that said greatly. I've been among them. They believe what support them. Like what support them at that point in time of they they move off passion. They don't move off like the scriptures. Like if they like what they want to do at the time, they support that. But then when they get around the other people that's like more like them, they end up like, okay, well, you know, we got to be this. But that's among the people they be like that. Well, I'm gonna say many of us, some of them on different levels than others, and actually really ready to release and come up with the true righteousness. You know, but I'm gonna have to say that I'm gonna say not ready, but like I've been there, like when I crossed over. I'm saying like, so I'm like, yeah, with her and with the believing of like the man should be the head thing. Yeah, she say that out of mouth. And, you know, it may be in the heart, but the thing about it is even within the tone when she comes, you can see the war that's going on within her, like her being about it. And she got a war going on, like she going back and forth with inside her mind because she see where she actually can be greater than you in a position. I'm like, so it's like it's going on, like an enemy showing her that.
Yeah, con. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying. So you know what I'm saying. So I was watching you live, and you were saying that you built a relationship with her kids, and she was trying to destroy y'all bond and everything. You know what I mean? You want to get into that?
Yeah, that's real. Like me, her kids, like one of her kids, like the bond that happened with us is like one of her kids like was drowning in the 7 feet, we had 7 feet water. And man, I risked like I didn't care what was going on. I jumped over there and I grabbed him. I went down and grabbed him and and pulled him up, got him up out of there. From that, like I'm like my heart was in that. Like y'all, I done got y'all from where y'all was at. I'm taking y'all on and whatever I gotta do to make sure y'all good, that's what I'm gonna do. And they saw that. Like to the day they still text me if they gotta sneak and do it and be like, hey dad, I'll never take that from them, but I can't like hold on to no weight. So they get older, like they can always like reach out. I'm like, I'm here if you need me. Like that's how you lead to the truth by love and kindness also. So it's a bond, great bond, man. Three
Yeah, so
boys,
you did some yeah, so you did some shit bonded with them for like, you know what I'm saying, probably taking them to school, probably, cooking for them in the morning cuz you can easily cook yourself something to eat. But did she recognize your efforts of like, you know what I'm saying, of stepping into that role as a stepfather and appreciated it?
yeah, she recognized it. Like she recognized it, but because I didn't believe like her, she always wanted me to like. I think you should go listen to this brother here because he's really in our belief. I don't want my kids to learn like this and like that. I was like, I ain't teaching them anything like what I do. But I'm like, I'm just being here for them. I'm like, I'm holding my position. Like showing them love. But she always flirted that on her judgment towards like how she should basically like this deal with me, or even like the feelings that she had like for me cooking. And I did a lot of stuff, man. I worked, came home, cooked, then clean at times, like. And it fluctuated with that. And sometimes like every now and then she'll cook too. She wasn't like no big person to really clean up, because in New York women they ain't built on that. Like really like holding it down where they
Yeah, they
should be
more
at.
so take out going to the carry out and all that.
Yeah, they want a bag too. So you bet, like they want a bag. They want a bag. When they say they want a bag, they mean they want that bag. Like now, or like they get gone, get lost, like talking crazy. Like it's like, and they favorite saying is like suck my dick. That's what his favorite saying is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The heart matter, man, where it meditated at. I felt like I always like could make her better, because I done started like, but she wasn't like that in the beginning though, because she already done grabbed my heart to a level that I'm like, now it's time to put in work, and I'll be like kind of messed up if I left away. So I had to like get stronger to be able to really step the way I needed to step.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Look, Con. So, all right. So, off of what you just said right there, we got a good follow up question. Micaiah said, if your wife said she didn't want you teaching her children, then she's showing you she didn't want you to lead her. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Do
That's right.
you do you believe that?
Oh yeah, that's right. But I'm like there. I was already in it. I was like, let me leave blameless. And I still had things I had to like straighten out for order me for me just to just walk away.
Hmm.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, you should raise a child the way they should go. Yeah, you definitely should. And like that's my core belief. But you see, that's why like it's a house divided. It's just is what it is. It will fall, and that's like this is a prime example.
Facts. Like Cinderella just said. I was just about to say it. Like, let me put it up before I say it. Facts. You know what I mean? All right. So, you know what I'm saying? So now bring me to the point where, you know what I'm saying? Because you're dealing with a New Yorker. You're dealing with a Christian woman that, you know what I'm saying, that's not satisfied until things just going her way. So, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So that woman, she likes to hop on Facebook Live and talk to fucking one viewer for a whole hour. You know what I mean? People don't even be watching her. So how does that make you feel when she hop on live and start talking about you?
Whenever I come on, like, and I end up seeing that or get a notification that she was on, and like or that she on at the time, I might go and check in. But I always let her know, like, listen, you instead of doing all that, you can come talk to me. If you feel this type of way, it says, look, we can always reason together long this entity is here. Like, but it was gonna come a time where, we like the reasoning gonna be at a seat. So like if I go and get another, and like I let go of the situation right here, it's like now like that's gonna cease right then, because like now it's respect of the order of what's sought. So I'm like I didn't respect her to going out here doing that, like going online and stuff like that, doing all that stuff. But like she just kept doing it. Like she just went off impulse. Like she feels type of way about something, like come talk to me. But like, but I'm like, I'm not going back to that situation. That's just it. Like, and I made like I can't be double minded within that. Like when I step, it's like that's it. That's it. I can't do it no more. That's just it.
Okay, so like, all right. So you was giving her the warnings, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Chill out on all that. You know what I'm saying? That's not me. This is not the guy that you married that likes to, have episode after episode, people watching all that. That's like it's, Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Like you gave her the warnings to stop, right?
Yeah, I did. She, I actually, I was letting her go on. I thought I warned her. I let her do what she do until she tagged me. When she tagged me, and then people start commenting on me, I was like, okay, I can't let my girl be even spoken of. It's trying to speak. I'm like, okay, let me start breaking down. Like, it was so many comments inside of the situation. I was like, and I had to walk it down. When I seen that was a problem, that was off, and like the pretense of the situation, any type of thing that was wrong, I was like, I'm gonna go and walk it down piece by piece, because she done made this like something really was spoken of.
Yeah, Cinderella was like, that's crazy. He would have listened. She didn't tell him. Yeah, she like her, you know what I'm saying? The first thing she wanted to do was hop online. So take me, all right. So take me to, you know what I'm saying? She done went live. Now take me to the point, you know what I'm saying, behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Once y'all see each other in the house, after she done went live, you know what I'm saying? Is she a totally different person off camera? Like she off all that hype shit, and now she's just cooking, vacuuming the floors, like, you know what I mean? Take us behind the scenes.
Now she went live because like I done left. I left her. And
Scorn.
I left
Okay.
the situation. You got it. Well, if she her take, it never be scorned. But my take, like we understand what's like. I ain't gonna close my eyes to what it is. So I'm like, yeah, she was like reaching out to my family, saying crazy things, and like reaching out to other people, like trying to like make situations greater than what it was. But I was like, be communicative with me. I was still willing to talk to you. Like I'm like, hey, anybody want to talk about who I am or what I am? I'm like, now judge me with my written codes. I'm like, we can talk, and I'm like, when you start getting like wild and crazy and like you like not understanding or whatever, I'm like, I'm gonna cease from that. That's how I have to move with it. I'm like, but you just talk, like we can have these conversations, like always. Let's talk. What you want to talk about?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I even saw like when she went live, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like she was live, you know what I'm saying? Like clearly going live for some attention, you know what I'm saying? And then you ended up hopping on her live. And you was like, yo, we ain't gotta do this. You could just hang up this live and just call me. And she just didn't want to do that. And I thought that shit was crazy. So like, why do you think she don't want to talk to you privately? That's what I'm saying. That's my issue. I'm trying to figure out.
She hate Hebrews, man. She hate it. Like she's built. Like she like I ain't gonna say I hope she got better today. We hope all is well within love and loving the people that we do love. But like the same thing is, I'm saying like you got to like when it comes to her, she got to like really like get herself together with like a lot of her actions, and this right here is a it's a list of things to say when it's why to that, because and another thing is she want to make me look bad. She want to show like I'm like somebody that's like bad or like wicked, and like she look sometimes it seems like she wouldn't go to like the deepest within inside her that she can go to and be like, he's wicked and he did me wrong. But like then I get on the phone and I'll be like, hey look, and start talking to her, calm, to settle down. And I'm like anytime you get like wild like that, look, just call me on the phone instead of go do that. Like you ain't gotta do all that. Like, am I coming back? No. I'm like, because like, listen, I made a decision. If I go back and forth, I'd be double-minded. I'm like, we follow these scriptures to the command.
Okay, so y'all live in separate households right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so like so all right, so let's do this to clear all that up. Y'all agreed to go in separate households, but she'll come online and she'll be mad at you that y'all live in separate households, right? Like you're not doing enough, but you
She
wanted.
won't say that. She won't say that. She won't say I won't doing enough and working. Yeah, I always work. I'm like, I don't believe in working for no man. That's what she was talking about. She came to me and was like, "Hey, look, do you I want you to go. I want you to get a regular job." I was like, "Nah, like okay, 2 weeks go by, I ain't doing that right now because you put like a multitude on me to do this right now, and money's going good." And she was like, "Well, nah, you can still go to work. Like this don't this and that." She just calls situations that don't gotta be. And I'm like, like nah, I'm like, because what happened was the house got out of order, and like it's like get so bad out of order when you got a woman in the house, the house get way out of order, and like the clothes everywhere, like you got 2 dogs that I told you I ain't told you I told you not to get, and like I gotta clean up after the dogs, get the house back together, and like get everything back together, and then like even within using your boys, you don't let like you ain't letting the man come up and train them right to where they can be like knowing how to handle things when things get messy and things get like the infrastructures of the home get like broken. I'm like, no, it's time to get business. Like, put this aside. First, the household, get the household back together. You should be able to do that no matter what job you got. But if you got a job where you can't go and get your house together, I'm like, then listen. I'm like, listen. What the Most High saying you is like, it's only gonna be to the Barak. It's not gonna be to no wickedness. It's gonna be righteous. Like, so I'm like, my thing was, I had to clean up after the dogs. Had to clean up. I get the house together, get a whole bunch of things together within the house. And I
In
couldn't.
your house, right? Like your, what I'm saying, like your separate house, right? Like she
It was
got
her
two
house too.
dogs.
It was two houses. It was her
Mm-hmm.
house too. Like, and how it was set up, like it was a system thing. So I was like, but yeah, she was like, it was like basically like an apartment. It was like like really two apartments, but the other one was more like a house because it's upstairs and stuff. So it was like I was in the one that was upstairs, but she done like had dogs over there, and that's where the dogs was at, and they had a cage and stuff. But I'm like, they get out, they tear the whole house up. I had to get all that back together. And it took time doing that. She was like, "You need to get a job." I'm like, "Oh, let me get this together first. Like, I can't like right now. Let me get this together. And I'll drop an ad. I usually drop ads and like they get calls, like whatever, like that. I'm like, it was no pressure though. We was good. But
Yeah,
she
so you
found out
sound
about
like
that.
a contractor, and she knew that about you, that you was a
She
contractor, and that's how you get
when
your
I
work.
met her, she worked for me. She worked it for me for like 2 years.
Yeah, and she'll never admit that, you know.
No, she won't. I told you she got me look like real bad.
Damn, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like this just freestyling off the dome, and I was able to bring that out right there.
It was wicked, but like I'm like I'm always open. Like if she got something to say, I'll be like, I hear you. I'm like, but like I'm not gonna judge righteousness for you. I'm like, if you saying something that's something I did that I was wrong in doing, I say I admit to that too. If I did it, because all my actions wasn't righteous. Nah, because like and this is the one thing I always say. It says wicked matters make a wise man angry, and that's what scripture let us know in the book of wisdom 1:1. And so
Hmm.
like that's some real stuff. Like wicked matters make a wise man angry. But the part is, it's not for you to move wickedly. But at times, I'm not gonna lie, I did, because I
Yeah,
eventually I
surely
punched them
oppression
all.
makes a wise man mad too.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I
I'm like, that's
mean? You was
real.
being oppressed with that woman, man. Like nothing you
Huh.
could do, what I'm saying, was was right for her, but she left, what I'm saying, like her baby father, Salaki, I don't want to get yeah, I kind of do gotta say it because like she saw something in you that was better than the man that she left to go live with her father and eventually get a house with you. So
That's right.
anything bad that she got to say, she got to look at herself because she could have went back to her baby father or stayed with her father, but she moved forward with you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, I believe, like, I honestly believe that she know a lot of truth, and sometimes every now and then she speak on it, and she may want to even come to truth, even to hear this right here. She may go through deliverance. Like, come tell me my problem. Whatever my problem is, come tell me. Like, look, I don't care if it hurt me. You tell me. I'm like, I'm gonna get it together. I'm like, that's how it's supposed to be. But when you got like certain spirits inside, It's like it's gonna put defenses where you can't see the truth, and it's gonna put you in darkness, and still where you can't see things right.
Yeah, okay. So all right, so you know what I'm saying? So she brought up allegations, and she tried to post a picture of your face and say that, you know what I'm saying, you was a convicted rapist. You want to talk about, well, do you want to clear that up?
Yeah, she tried to say that like I raped her. It was never we never did none of that court stuff and none of that. It's just that like we had kinky stuff going on inside of the relationship, like in the room and
Oh,
bedroom.
some
I was
kinky
like,
shit.
that's something that's supposed to be. Yeah, yeah. I'm like I'm very creative, and like it was an agreement between me and her. But then like let's do this, let's do that. I'm like I'm the fireman. I'm all kind of stuff in the bedroom. I'm like I
Con,
like to dance and all that.
con.
Yeah. So and she knew I was creative like that. Like I'm like creative. Like I'm like I'm gonna learn you. I'm gonna learn how to like move with you and like And I'm like, hey, we king.
Con, yeah. So
She said this that
basically,
hold on. She said this that lady husband.
yeah. I guess Cinderella figured you out, but hey, I'm not saying your name though. You still anonymous. It's all good. Um, Hey, all right. So okay. So all right. So now something coming in my head. So being that y'all, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, like y'all not born in the bedroom. I'm gonna say that right. Like y'all not just doggy and missionary. You know what I mean? Y'all do everything. So you obviously did something, whereas though she must have said, nah, she didn't want to do it, and you persuaded her to do it, and now she mad at you. She trying to say you raped her. It's one of them type of situations.
That never happened. That never happened. That never happened there. Like what she did, she's saying right there. I'm like, she say things to catch my eye because I'm not showing her no attention at the time about something, and she'll put something out like, okay, I'm gonna go to a greater extent. I'll make you talk to me. I'm like, cause that didn't really happen.
Okay.
I'm like, she was moving like that. I'm like, that's why she took it back down. After I started talking to her, like, why you put that nonsense up, man? Like,
Con. Dang.
that's crazy.
Yeah, it all makes sense because she tried to, put a little prison mugshot of you and shit like that, and you know what I'm saying, try to scribble your face out talking about these the charges. Man, come on, you know what I'm saying. I gotta post this comment. You know what I mean. I'm gonna just read the first
That's
part.
crazy.
Christian women's are whoremongers. You know what I mean, and evil too at that. They'll say anything. You know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. Does she got a drinking issue? Whereas though if she get drunk, then she going straight to, you know what I'm saying, to live and can't just not be discreet.
Nah, she definitely drunken, but she's drunken into wicked spirits, but not drunk like naturally. Nah, like she just hated. She was an alcoholic before one time before, but she actually like broke out of that. And she stopped drinking completely, and and she take it as like she would put it like this what my God did for me, like what your God doing for you, like a
Mm-hmm.
competition type of thing. But whoremongering thing, see, you can say it to a Christian, they be like, I ain't whoremong, but the part is, it let us know you whoremong in the heart. Your heart perception, like I can see it among you, is because of the way you move towards me. You put this man here over me at a constant in your heart. You take this man as a king in your life, in your heart. I'm like, as like your leader, your protector, and actually what the actuality is your husband, and you committed adultery,
Mm.
and it's like,
Yeah. Con. So I got another question. So you know what I'm saying. So like, were y'all trying to work on y'all marriage as far as like getting counseling to get through issues that you got with her and issues she got with you?
that's real. That's real there.
And what type of person did she try to get to talk to you? Or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she tried like I went through it. I went through it at just hearing her at a certain state. I said, all right, let's go through it. I don't believe in going to no man for anything like that, especially whenever I'm coming in great reason, willing to sit down with you and talk to you about through anything. I'm like, what's the reason to go through someone? I'm like, My spirit is humble. Like, I ain't gonna fight back with you. You saying something right, so I don't see no reason to go to no counseling. I'm like, but within her, she want to go through counseling. That's why I realized that the Most High didn't put this together. So it was never nothing if you can't even put it together, especially when you really righteous. So the thing is, she took us to like the pastor she want me to go to, and her minister she want me to go to. I sat down with them and I talked to them, but the part is they don't have the patience and the span. Well, one of them eventually got it, 'cause I told him he need to have it, and that's when he ended up actually like trying to do that, but he didn't have the conversation that was needed to be taken with inside. Like, it wasn't no pull back together to like breaking down the situations and like breaking down the situations or anything. Like really like going into detail. It wasn't no mental strategy on how to bring this back together righteously. It just heard and sounded like you know what you're talking about, but honestly, like, it wasn't like no real righteous strategy. Like, according to say a scripture that can refer to marriage, it's like it's not accurate to our situation. I'm like, you got to move more focused, man. Move focused, and they don't have it. They really in darkness with so many things, like in perceptions that they're not willing to mold to see righteousness.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, like the, you know what I'm saying, so basically, like the people that she wanted to counsel y'all, there was no help at all. So why does she keep reaching out to them if they no help?
Because she's in competition with me and trying to always show them to be better than me. Like, but the part is they never was able to bring greater knowledge than I had. And what she did, she brought it to a point where she wanted to just really bring up scripture, to show scripture. Like, she wanted them to say something that was better than I was saying. But the part is they never did, and she agreed with anything that they said. Even if it didn't sound right, or even like I'm making more sense than they making right now. And I'm not gonna sit here and keep making bad with it either. And I choose not to go to counseling like no more after this. So I got to that point. I ain't going to no counseling, talking to nobody, because like they don't see clear enough. I'm like, that I ain't about to keep. Listen, what I'm gonna keep talking to a fool for? I'm like, not that I don't call them fools, but I'm like, that. Well, why would I do that? If that
it sounds like an attack session more than a counsel. You know what I mean?
It was decent to the eye of others, but to me, I was like, if you gonna hear her whole situation, but then when I come in, I get like, they say hear the whole matter, so you're not in order. I'm like, listen, you didn't hear everything I had to say about it. You already went to conclusions off of a woman perception that you ain't even hear the whole matter of my perception. I'm like, and she would agree with my perception if you could have heard it all out, but instead, like, and because they already, it's like it's safe to listen already. And they don't see that because we walk in so many fatalistic ways and of darkness. I'm like, I keep telling them that plainly out. It's like if you're saying something that's wrong because of they used to a seemly way to be holy.
Okay. Damn, man. So, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So now, you know what I'm saying? So now we here, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So like, what's the current situation now as far as like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you think y'all able to like fix the relationship, or, well, let me ask you this, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you willing to fix the relationship, y'all marriage, or is it a situation where she's, you know what I'm saying, say she want to leave you, but she running from the papers, and she just want to keep you attached to her on paper, but don't want to be with you because y'all in separate households?
She can paperwork means nothing to me when it comes to the law anymore. And I say that people's heart may get hard, but like I really meditated on righteousness. And the reason why I say that, because this entity of the United States, they go forth, they are wicked. They allow homosexuality. They do a lot of things. So whatever they bound on earth ain't bound in heaven. It's those who can bound on earth and heaven that can state like, oh, this is what it is. So they can have whatever paper they want to have, for one. And that's what true righteousness. Now, and I'm like, the other thing is, when we go for a priest or a pastor, it let me know to take on a wife, and the wedding still can be endured. Like, there's be something to take on, have a wedding. That's also that's what we do, and let everybody know. You let everybody know. That's like, look, we married. Yeah, you put it out loud. But the thing about it is, when you go before that priest, I'm like, where did that come from? You're like, the foundation of things, like within wickedness, and like you got to understand it completely. And, the foundation of the marriage this day is in wickedness. When it's in wickedness upon this earth, it already got rules, and you going righteous. Listen, you void it out. All things become new. You let go of wickedness. So the foundation of it, it's not proper, so it failed. So I'm like, if it's not standing no more. Everything is gone. It's done away with. Ain't nothing to it. Like we like it or not, it is like righteousness is what stands. That's what prevails, and that's what bound on heaven and on earth.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Oh, all right. But you didn't. Well, I mean, you answered the question as a parable, and I caught it. But for
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. But to make it simple for you know what I'm saying women that's watching this, you know what I'm saying the simple answer is you know what I'm saying is what.
Simple answer is ain't gonna be no marriage. Ain't gonna be
Right. I just
no.
wanted you to say it. You know what I mean? I just wanted you to say it. So we got a question for you right here.
Yeah.
We got Micaiah. She said, how has this experience affected the way you feel about how you select women? Oh man, I already know, but I'm gonna let him answer it. Yeah.
Uh, I see you.
He don't want no Christian woman for one. You know what I mean? So
Hey, righteous. Like, listen, um, like the way I select women now is according to the scriptures, the way it says to select them. I had to learn this over time, and even I learned even more through the situation I was just in. So I'm gonna have to say, like, the thing about it is, first you treat a woman like a sister first. Like, you don't go forth and say, listen, I want you as a wife, you beautiful, this and that. Don't take your heart too far into that yet. I'm like, cause you gotta make sure that you can wait before the Most High say, is this so? I'm like, could I have this? But first she become your sister, be faithful over that, then you become ruler over many. As like that's every situation. Like, but at first you gotta be you got a mother, you got sisters that's already there, be faithful over that. Be there for them. And then he add unto you other situations. And you ain't faithful over that, man. You can't really move forward like that, because that's just what you're supposed to do, is to order.
Mm-hmm. Okay, calm. And then you know what I mean? And then we got do you find it difficult to trust after this? You know what I mean? And I also want to add, do you find it difficult to trust her after this, because she got your, you know what I'm saying? Like, she got your, you know what I'm saying, your son. You got a son with her. You know what I mean?
I don't trust no man. I'm like, and then what perceived from the man, I don't trust that either. As a woman like that, you have to show yourself worthy. You have to like prove that which is holy and acceptable. So I'm like, you become vigilant, and you person show themselves, and like you start from that foundation.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so now you're in the truth. Are you going to follow? Well, do you believe sex is marriage? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let me ask that.
So
Like, do you
that's
believe going
that's
into
a
this new
process.
sister body, her temple? Do you believe that you know what I'm saying, are now, you know what I'm saying? Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you believe once you go into that new sister temple, you know what I'm saying, that she's supposed to have undefiled for her man? Do you believe sex is marriage? You know what I'm saying? Like the new sister that you come across.
Long as you if you're righteous, and it takes you, her, and the Most High, and like you can go into a woman, but if you're not in the right space with the Most High, I'm like, you ain't bound in nothing. I'm like, it takes you to actually have a connection with him to bound that to be so, because everything is his. And like, if he don't put it together, they ain't together. He own this earth.
Mm-hmm.
That's for us.
Okay. So, all right. So that was a good parable answer, but you know what I'm saying, you messing with Ahava on Hebrew Anonymous, you know what I mean? I'm gonna make the brothers, you know what I'm saying, say it clean out, you know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whether it hurt a sister, you know what I'm saying, feelings or not, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? My answer may not be your answer in this, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna say, you know what I'm saying, my answer right or your answer right, because, you know what I'm saying, we both probably believe different things. So, you know what I'm saying, whether you scare sisters off or not, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, if you have sex with the next sister, are you gonna stay with that sister forever?
Yo, that's exactly what it's gonna be. It's gonna be forever. This next step, especially in the truth, I'm like, that's it. Ain't no breaking nothing. Once I confirm that's my wife for real this time, I ain't falling in lust or fornication. Yo, that's it.
Mm-hmm. Con. Yeah, so you know what I mean. Is it anything else you want to bring out? Because like that's you know what I'm saying. Like I feel like we done came through and we you know what I'm saying we gave a dope interview and you know what I mean. And I feel like if the sister come across Hebrew Anonymous this episode, that she'll get edified. You know what I'm saying because she never listened to you, so you tried to talk to her and everything. So now watching this, she was forced to listen to you. You know what I mean? And we wasn't trying to shame the sister. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, your story is what a lot of other brothers' stories is also. You know what I mean? Somehow, you know what I'm saying? Because we all under the curses. So we all gonna go through the same thing. So you know what I'm saying? That's why I say the story is also for edification too. But you know what I mean? Is there anything else that you want to get off your chest that you wasn't able to say to her?
Uh, I think this right here, man. Hey, this was like a real wise move. Everything was led in righteousness. I see righteousness within it. If I don't later, I'll let you know. But everything else good. I'm like, it's
Yeah,
good. Yeah, I think this is something that need to be done. This is it. Like, everything. I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing that really like unless like if we do a part two on this right here, it'd be because she's saying bringing up other information maybe or something like, and it's really getting out there. But like I'm willing to talk about anything. Like it's other things that
yeah.
have done been happening inside the marriage that we didn't
Oh
really get.
yeah. Con. Oh, all right. Then Salakia. You know what I'm saying? So whenever I say Salakia, if you don't know, because I don't know if we believe the same thing and follow the same words. So when I say Salakia, and also to the viewers, that means you know what I'm saying, pardon me or forgive me. You know what I mean? So Salakia, pardon me. I want to say, you know what I mean, you know what I'm saying, even though this brother left you, you know what I mean, doesn't mean he don't want nothing to do with his son. You know what I mean? Because she keep making claims that you're not doing nothing for your son, and she made a claim talking about he said, and I got proof that he said, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, if I can't be with you, then I want nothing to do with my son. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So can you let this sister know that you love your son and you know what I'm saying that you don't have to be with her to be in your son's life?
That's exactly right, man. I like no, I my blood, like if I don't take care, it only been a week, man, before she was saying that. I was only gone for a week when she started speaking that. I'm like, otherwise I was with my son like on a consistent, like making it happen. Like, okay, I step away for a week. You like want to do with your son? I'm like, hold on, just relax. We agreed upon what we're gonna do. And I'm like, I'm calling you,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes you get abnormal. So I'm like, I don't want that around the kids for one. You in the house like that. I'm like, it was just a lot. Like I get on the phone, you start going out there. Let's just text right now. Let's go from there. So that's just what it was. Like I think she'll come around eventually. And honestly, I think she'll go back to her last husband. And I like that.
Oh yeah. Con. So yeah, you know what I'm saying. So like that's the other part of this. Let me read the scripture with. Let me read the scripture. She said, "I will say to her, Proverbs 21:23. Whosoever keepeth his mouth and his tongue keepeth his souls from troubles." You know what I'm saying? I mean that scripture breaks down itself. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna even get into it. That's you know what I'm saying. That's you know what I'm saying. Damn right. That's fucking clear cut right there. You know what I mean, I'll be doing it
Right.
a disservice breaking it down. It's so perfectly said.
Right.
You know what I mean? But yeah, so you know what I'm saying. So like, let's also before we go, talk about because like other brothers go through this too. You know what I'm saying? Like she was kind of like moving like a cheater. You got some examples like that because the reason why I want you to bring that out is because she might not know that she was moving like a cheater. So she needs, because she won't listen to you. Only way she gonna hear you is for some reason she want to talk and listen through the internet. She don't want to listen in person. So can you
Hmm.
explain to her how she was moving like a cheater?
She had desires to go out late night, and and then like the fact that she was an entertainer. She was an entertainer to other men, and then trying to justify her entertainment, like within moving with other men, and like I'm like, listen, it's not wise to go out late at night. It's like that's not what we do. Like we're not up the night. We move for up the day. At those times we go inside our houses. I'm like, that's for me, this man, the king, into wisdom. And like I preferably, unless it's of some reason why we out there, like let's make it clear. And we need to move wise within going out there. Like direct orders, like understanding why we move. Like let's talk about these things. And I wouldn't talk about anything. But the thing is, she like to move out late at night. Like I'm going for a jog, I'm going for a run, but you got on these tight pants and you
Yeah,
reveal to me.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I was just about to ask that, like when she go out, like how's her attire when going out with other, by herself to meet, to meet another guy at certain hours of the night. Once it's
Yeah.
around 11 o'clock, that's booty call hours. You know what I mean? Especially when you got kids in the house. So like,
She she
and you
she
gonna wear
grew on
some
that.
leggings
She grew
going
on that a
out?
little bit. Yeah, she not no leggings. I'm talking about like it's summertime. It's like she got this like it's like a dress with like a little split in it. You see like a lot of the leg area. It's
Yeah,
to appeal of the eye. You can't go out to the appeal of the eye this time of night. You put a makeup on. Talking about I just want to go for a walk. I'm like, listen. You in
yeah.
New
You
York
ain't gonna
City.
put no wall. Yeah, kind.
Like yo, I'm like I ain't had no great information about her gonna go meet a guy, but like hold on, yes I did, but I did have a few of those one point in time, and won't tell you why I did. And it's for nobody else never understand. I got on my knees and I prayed. I got on my knees and I prayed when she went out and that, but not every time. But
Hmm.
that's one thing I did participate in doing, and like eventually like you trying to make it add normal and frustrate me more. I don't have times where I was going down behind her like, hey look, you gotta do this to me because it hurt it. I had to break
Yeah,
out. I'm like, cause it's like it's some stuff like some bondages that you gotta break free from, and like through meditation, through like understanding what's right, and then asking for help from the for the Most High. That's how you move. It's just yeah. I got my
yeah.
help. I got my deliverance. I got my deliverance I need to be able to move forward. I was stuck in a place one time with that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Therapy. This is the therapy, what I mean? Not somebody that you go see and pay whatever per hour. You know what I'm saying? This is we're like right here, Hebrew Anonymous is a therapy that's helping out right now. And I also wanna say, what I'm saying, like, is it anyone in the church that she calls her brother and what I'm saying, looks at her like a
Yo,
like little sister, but really we know what that really is. You know what I mean?
yeah. I gotta tell you that story about that. This is something that I was looking like I was a fool for saying. I'm like, and know what? I can't keep doing that as being a king in my position. I can't. I can like it lessens me to keep the move like that. And I had to understand that we still building. Not me and her, but talking about like me and the Most High. We're like dealing with me. So I'm like this. I like the brother, and I'm still kind of disturbed and bothered by it because of how it hit me at that time. And I'm like, when I think about it, I'm like I ain't really had nobody to see this yet. Like I probably explained to you or somebody before, but like I ain't had like when it come to them, like oh you wrong. I'm like I'm wrong. So she was on a prayer line late at night, and like we was going through something, and he decided that he gonna go and encourage her, but he know we going through something. Like, I encourage you this, encourage you that. And then that she's really wrong within the situation, how she moving. But you encouraging her. Talking about you, her
Yeah.
brother, but then call me your brother too. And like,
What's
you
the
my brother, like
situation?
we best friends. Huh? The situation was
Um,
him encouraging her. I had a problem with him
mhm.
encouraging her on talking about prayer line. I'm encouraging you, but already that she already like taking a liking to him so greatly because he the one that she already want to go to about. Oh, we need to listen to him, or think we need to do this to him, do this. Like no, hold on, like you praising him more than you praising me when he don't put this work in around here. I'm like, you see him like every Sunday or whenever you do what you do. I'm like, you see me every day on my hands and knees. I'm like, because
Mm-hmm.
of the position that I don't believe like you, you're like, okay, well, I want to be like this towards him because you hate it so much. But I'm like, hate it for what? I'm really just showing you love for real. And I'm not no, I'm like, the dude don't look better than me. I'm like, at all. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a nigga. Like, I'm like, it ain't. So I know it wasn't that. It was really like inside. She had people like her. She had like people like ministers in her family. Her father that felt like he was like a great scholar, and her grandma wrote so many books, been to Paris, and all that stuff and being built upon her. She a demonology. She casts down demons out of people and all that other stuff that they saying. But I'm like, you're not even calling demons by the right name. You don't even understand. I'm like, so
Yeah.
I can't say nothing to him. And she had it in her
Mm-hmm.
heart, man. Wrong place, wrong situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, so like that's the thing, like, what I'm saying, them damn prayer lines and like, what I'm saying, once a Christian brother, what I'm saying, get a sister on the prayer line, y'all shouldn't, well, I'm gonna say it like this. Once a Christian brother gets you on the prayer line and there's nobody else on there, what I'm saying, it's not about prayer. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to get information that's going on in your household to, what I'm saying, to fucking use against you when you weak to eventually try to have sex with you. You know what I mean? That's all that's about when, so when niggas doing 1-on-1 prayer lines, man.
Yeah, they had a few people on there, but they did have times where they was 1-on-1, and it's like he's strictly my brother. I don't care what you say out your mouth. I'm looking at the action of y'all too, and how y'all moving, and like when we see each other, we don't even hug each other. We shake hands. I'm like, listen, like it's where you place that man in your heart over me. I'm like, listen, it's like spiritual adultery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got bro, you got a Jezebel. Yeah, he definitely figured that out.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what I mean? Shit, you know what I'm saying? I like to say, you know what I mean? We don't pray on our knees, we stand up in it. You know what I mean?
I know that now. You know it. We don't bow
Mm-hmm.
to none of these images. I was at that point at one time, like everything we can perceive to greatness can go to greatness. And when you hear it, you take it for the most high and you're like, hey, look, I understand. I walk in wisdom, understanding, knowledge. You seek to the greatest.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, this was edifying. Put your shades back on. Put your shades back on, Hava, you know what I mean? Put these shades back
Uh,
on.
he
Con.
got busy.
Yeah. Nah, the shades kind of be
Man,
making me hot. You know what I'm saying? I gotta turn the air on, so got me sweating under here. That's all. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Is there anything else you want to get off your chest? Because you know what I'm saying, we pretty much got your whole story. You know what I mean? We good now. You know what I'm saying? This gonna help brothers right here.
yeah, I do hope like we proceed because it's more
Oh
included
yeah,
of
your
the
son,
foundation of this.
Salakia. It's about your son now. Go ahead.
Oh, my son, yeah, yeah. I'm definitely like to be there for him. No matter what, like, shoot, like that's something you'll die for if you need to. But you listen, you gotta make sure like, you don't take care of your seed. And I got another seed. I'm like, and not just that. I'm talking about anything that's attached to me, lineage wise, in any type of way. I'm like, yo, I handle my business with like my nieces, my sisters. So I'm like, if I handle that, I'm like, how much more something that's more closer to me. So like we're not doing that. Like I'm not leaving my son out there like to hang with, especially with what she has going on at times. I'm like, nah, like she just like real. She's very forceful. Like she want to control it very greatly. I'm like, want to make this happen. Like she cause a complication situation. It's what she can win. So you got to understand like how like when to move wise with the situation, and depending on the person, and like as you observe the situation, like that's how I go.
Con. Well, yeah. So yeah. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? This. You know what I'm saying? Another classic episode. Hebrew Anonymous. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Thank you for telling your story. It's definitely going to help everyone else. And you know what I'm saying? The sister, I'm pretty sure she'll come across this video. You know what I'm saying? I hope it edifies you also. The brother still want to be in his child life. You know what I'm saying? The brother forgive you for everything. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And I definitely wish y'all the best moving forward, whether it's separate or together. You know what I'm saying?
Separate, bro.
All right. Yep. Con.
Yeah,
Okay. I'm about to go and close out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so all right, cool. So you know what I'm saying? I'll just I'll talk to you after the show, Salaki.
all right, love you.
All right. Let me see this. Oh no, let me do it like this. Okay. So yeah, y'all. So yeah, great show. The water. So yeah, y'all. We'll turn this down to up to it. So yeah, man, that was another show. Hebrew Anonymous. You know what I mean? The title was "I Married a Controlling Christian Woman That Also Cheated on You." You know what I'm saying? We didn't have the proof that she cheated, but she was moving like a cheater. You know what I mean? When you got a woman that's, you know, going out 11 o'clock at night, dressing a certain type of way to, you know, walking out the house knowing it's going to piss you off, you know what I mean? And say you're going for a walk, but you're taking a car to go somewhere, dress a certain type of way, you don't come back for a certain amount of hours. Man, you know what I'm saying? We know what it was. You know what I'm saying? And the brother, he not going through your phone to find out. He said he just prayed about it. He just hope you ain't do nothing. So, you know what I mean? Hebrew Anonymous, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully this show was edifying to y'all. Like I said, the stories y'all hear may or may not be true, but it does reflect real life. And with that, you know what I'm saying? I'm out.
2 Peter, chapter 2, verse 1, and it reads, "But there were false prophets also amongst the people, even as there shall be false teachers amongst you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Adonai that bought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. Now if you listen to them, they will tell you anything.
They took the shackles off our feet and placed it on our brain.
And if you buy it from them, they will sell you anything.
I plead the blood, it set me free, and it broke them chains.
See, if you listen to them, they will tell you anything.
They took the shackles off our feet and placed it on our brain.
And if you buy it from them, they will sell you anything.
I plead the blood, it set me free, and it broke them
I
chains.
can't fall for no okie doker, puff from no dragon smoke. This salvation is no joke. We all hang from thin ropes. I just hope that my point not lost while trying to get my point across. Either jump ball or quarter toss. We all fourth quarter buzzer beaters in the world faster than endangered cheaters. Now tell me, can you keep up? Mount Zion used to be the Ataman where the most high kick his feet up. Sometime I'm like King Josiah, shedding tears for my Messiah. Liar, liar, time expire. Liar, liar, soul on fire. I study Moses, prophets, and apostles. So I follow Torah, Tanakh, and the Gospels. I study Moses, prophets, and apostles. So I follow Torah, Tanakh, and the Gospels. So be it. I study Moses, prophets, and apostles. So I follow Torah, Tanakh, and the Gospels. I study Moses, prophets, and apostles. So I follow Torah, Tanakh, and the Gospels. So be it. Now if you listen to them, they will tell you anything.
They took the shackles off our feet and placed it on our brain.
And if you buy it from them, they will sell you anything.
I plead the blood, it set me free, and it broke them chains.
See, if you listen to them, they will tell you anything.
They took the shackles off our feet and placed it on our brain.
And if you buy it from them, they will sell you anything.
I plead the blood, it set me free, and it broke them chains.
Never thought that my DNA revealed that I'm a Hebrew. Never thought that my DNA revealed that I'm a real Jew. So I'm kingdom tunnel vision with these demons in my rear view. We all stuck in this matrix. Some know it but won't face it. Sacred time, I won't waste it. Seeking victory and I taste it. Life is a kingdom marathon. Find your pace and keep your pace up. We all fourth quarter buzzer beaters. Now tell me, can you keep up? Pantomime where the most I kick his feet up. Sometime I'm like King Josiah, crying out for my Messiah. Liar, liar, time expire. Liar, liar, soul on fire. I study Moses, prophets, and apostles. So I follow Torah, Tanakh, and the Gospels. I study Moses, prophets, and apostles. So I follow Torah, Tanakh, and the Gospels. So be it. It's just like fire, shut up in I bones. Once the Messiah start moving, him won't leave I alone. Have I shining like full body armor.